friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I just wanted to get this vlog started. I don't have a lot of time. I'm getting ready for work, but I wanted to come on here and just let you know what I'm reading this week and hopefully what I can get done. And I'm like crossing my fingers that I can make a big dent in my TBR this week, because I still have quite a few books to read. I mean, I've read a lot, don't get me wrong. I've read a lot, but I still have quite a few. So, I have 2 more audiobooks left, actually 3 more audiobooks left for, what am I trying to say? Pregnancy brain. I have 3 more audiobooks left on Libby that I would like to get to before my time is up. There's only one of them that's actually on my physical TBR, so that is The Night Swim by Megan Miranda. I have already started this. I'm only on page 12. I picked it up this past weekend when I went to a little coffee shop. I don't have any problem finishing this one this week, I don't think. I'm going to be listening to this one to and from work, so I will give you my update on this one when I get home. The next one that I have is Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, the last book in the Percy Jackson series. I've been meaning to finish up the series for a long time. This book is also on my 22 books to read in 2022 list. So if I can make time for this one, I would really, really love that. I also just got approved for my audiobook loan of the second book in the Darker Shade of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. Again, don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it, but I have 14 days on the audiobook, so I'm hoping to squeeze it in, because that one is on my 22 books to read in 2022 list as well, and those ones just happen to come in all at the same time, so we'll see. But another book that I'm currently reading that is on my TBR is Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. I am a good way through this. I have been having the hell out of this. I am on page 275, and it's a hard read. It really is a hard read, but I think we've gotten past the harder, more descriptive topics of domestic abuse and sexual assault. So I'm looking forward to the actual romance that's supposed to bloom in this book, but it's been a really beautiful reading experience, a very hard reading experience, a very harrowing reading experience, and it's been very, very sad, but it's also been very, how do I say this? I don't know. It's like I've been around somebody that's gone through an abusive relationship, and so it just feels very true to what a lot of women go through, and it's very sad and very unfortunate, but it's the reality of many women's lives, and men too. So yeah, anyways, I'm getting distracted. I'm reading that. Hopefully I'll finish it up later on tonight, but I gotta get going. Gotta go to work, make myself some coffee, and take care of Bailey, but I will talk to you guys when I get home. Hello friends, don't mind the fan is on, but it's hot in here. I wanted to give you an update on The Night Swim by Megan Golden. I am currently on page 177. I'm definitely a good way through this. I'm definitely over the halfway point. I'm enjoying this. I don't think I really explained what this book is about, but this one follows Rachel. She is a podcast person. She is very well known in the podcast space for helping to solve crime. She has a crime podcast, and she has been, I wouldn't say commissioned, but she is chosen to take over looking into a case that is happening in a small town that has to do with a rape victim. And this town is very divided about whether or not the guy is guilty or innocent, and it's a very divisive kind of situation going on between the townspeople, and what you are given in regards to information is, I think that you're supposed to lean on the side of the guy is guilty. I will have to see as time goes on, but it's a very interesting case in and of itself. But you're also dealing with a case that happened 25 years ago, where this girl Hannah is giving Rachel different like letters as she's there in this small town, telling her how she doesn't believe that her sister actually drowned in the lake 25 years ago, but that she was murdered, and how the events leading up to her death might have given her an indication that she was murdered and not an accidental drowning. So you're kind of dealing with both perspectives at the same time. You get a little bit of Hannah's perspective, a little bit of Rachel's perspective, as well as the podcast that's happening in here. So the audiobook for this one is absolutely fantastic. I'm really hoping that this particular trial goes the way that I want it to go in regards to, I don't really know. I don't want to spoil anything because it is a mystery, but I don't know. I just have certain thoughts on the idea of following a case, especially a case such as this. It's a very sensitive subject, and I'm hoping that the author does it justice, but I don't want to talk too much about it in case you want to read it. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I'm liking it so far. Like Rachel as a character, I think that she's very interesting. I like the way that the story is told. It's very engaging, and I'm definitely interested in the mystery in and of itself to figure out what's going to happen and how these two cases link to each other and what they mean. So I'm very interested to read more of this. I don't know if I'm going to spend some more time on this one or if I'm going to try to finish up Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, especially since I'm just getting into the part where I think it's going to be like romantic, because chapter 34 it says 1 year later, so hopefully we'll start to get some of the romance in the second part of this book, so we shall see. But so far so good. I'm enjoying the night swim. I don't know what I want to read after this. I don't know if I really want to prioritize Percy Jackson or if I just want to pick something that's actually on my TBR. Karina is currently reading Priest right now and she's loving it, so that's also on my TBR this month and I do really want to get to it, so we'll see. But so far so good. I'll keep you guys updated when I have something fun and exciting to tell you.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, I'm listening to an audiobook while I try to get this work done, or else I will literally never get any reading done, but I have made some progress. I don't know if I love it just yet. We'll see. I ended up putting my Sarah J. Maas shelf over here. I originally wanted to put up one more shelf, but the shelf is too small, and I don't really want to move everything down one. I mean, I guess I could if I really, really wanted to, but then it comes down to I didn't have enough Sarah J. Maas books to fill 2 shelves, so then I didn't know what to do on this shelf, so I figured I'd put my other favorite author, TJ Klune, but then there wasn't enough TJ Klune books to fill these shelves, and I will eventually get more TJ Klune books. However, I just didn't want it to look empty, so then I put my Katie Whisper books here because I love the way that these look, and I think they look so pretty together. But I feel, I don't know, and now I don't have enough room for like Flash Fire, which would go right here. I'm sorry, Heat Wave, which is the next book in the series. And I don't really want to move these ones up because I want to leave room for the rest of the Tales of Rainy series. So I don't have those books just yet, so I think I'm going to leave this for now. And if I do get more TJ Klune books soon, then I will reorganize this. But I think I'm going to leave this like this, and then I'm going to put my pretty stenciled edges and sprayed edges up on this shelf, these 2 shelves here. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it works.
Side by side and through, no limit to what we can do. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it.
Okay, so this is what I ended up with. Made a few changes off camera because I found some more sprayed edges that I wanted to include in this little section, but I think I'm happy with it. We have Katie Wismer, TJ Klune, Sarah J. Maas, and then a rainbow, which is kind of like an homage to my last bookshelf organization. I think I like it. I think I'm okay with it. I think. The only problem I have now is if any more like Sarah J. Maas books come out, that's gonna be a struggle. Same thing with so Crescent City, struggle, ACOTAR, struggle. Actually, ACOTAR has more space, but Crescent City, no more space. I don't know what I'm gonna do there, but I don't know. And then same thing with TJ Klune. But I have to reevaluate once we get there because at this point there's no other books, so it is what it is. So I think I'm happy with it. I think I want to keep it. Now I just have to figure out everything else. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is gonna take me so long. It is currently 8:30 and I've only done 2 shelves. What the heck? Hello friends, I'm out of breath, so bear with me, but I wanted to come on here and give you an update. It is Wednesday evening and I have not updated you since Monday, so I figured now would be a good time. Also, don't mind the background. I'm currently in the middle of reorganizing the bookshelves and I've made a grave mistake. It's been sitting like this since Monday afternoon, and it's still like this, and I haven't come up with a plan or really figured out how I'm organizing it, but it's happening. So I was going to do a whole video on it, but I think it's gonna take me too long, so I will put some of those clips in here if you guys are interested in seeing some part of the organizational process. But a girl, I'm just tired. Okay, so I have 2 updates for you, and then I have an unboxing. So I finished The Night Swim by Megan Golden yesterday, and I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5. I think that's right. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Ow, Jesus Christ. Oh, that is literally summing up my week. That. Anyways, I enjoyed this. I thought it was really, really well done. I think that the inclusion of 2 different cases going on at the same time was really smart on the author's end. I really liked the podcast aspect of this. The book was engaging. I was interested in the story the entire way through, from the start to the finish. There was never a point where I was bored or hoping that the book would speed up or get to the point. I felt like it was paced out very well. I liked the characters. I really liked the trial aspect. I think that there were some really important conversations had in this book, such as, you know, rape culture and victim blaming, and how our legal system handles potential rapists and rape cases, and how favored it is in the potential rapist's favor. So I don't know, I thought it was very interesting. A lot of important conversations, a lot of important topics. It was all handled really well. Both cases were wrapped up rather neatly, so if you don't love that in a mystery thriller, I don't think you'll enjoy this one. But I think overall it was a solid book that I would highly recommend. I don't read a lot of mysteries, so I can't really say how original it is, but I think that overall I really enjoyed it. So there's, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. There's that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I don't see myself rereading it, but I'm glad that I did read it. And then I started and finished Priest by Sierra Simone, and I really enjoyed this. This is definitely one of, if not the spiciest books I've ever read. And it's very taboo. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, I think the back of this book pretty much sums it up. You have a priest, and he breaks his vow of celibacy on the altar of his own church, and he doesn't regret it, and he does it again several times. And this is definitely one of those books that is all porn, no plot. But I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna settle on like a 3.5 stars. It was solid. I would definitely read more from Sierra Simone in the future because I really liked the sex scenes because it's basically all this was. But I found it highly entertaining, very hot and sexy, and just a fun read overall. Like it was a fun, good time. So highly recommended if you're looking for a book like that. But if you have any attachment to religion and the sanctity of a church, don't read this. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. And then I have a Belle box to open up. So this is a subscription box that focuses on romances and turns them into hardcovers, giving them pretty covers and beautiful stenciled edges. So let's take a look and see what we got. This sticker says Big Dick Energy. That is literally the best sticker I've ever seen. And then this sticker says, it's no use going back yesterday because I was a different person then. That's cute. I like that. Oh, is this Alice in Wonderland? Not the biggest fan of Alice in Wonderland, but I did like that. Let's see. This says book hoarder. Does it have hashtag? No, it just says book hoarder. I don't know exactly what this is. It's a keychain. I think this is a keychain. It's cute. All right, let's see. What's in the box? I'm already seeing some pretty edges. So we have a Lauren Rowe and a Lucy Score. I've heard good things about both of these authors. So these are the books this time around. We have Swoon. He's my brother's best friend and I want him. Sold. And this one says, by a thread. For some reason, I couldn't read the T on there. It's very confusing that that's supposed to be a T. But it's by a thread, and this is a grumpy boss romantic comedy. Interesting. This says, Dominic was starting to look like he couldn't decide whether to chop me into pieces or pull my hair and French kiss me. French kiss? I genuinely do not like how that sounds. Dominic, I got her fired. Okay, so I had a bad day and I took it out on a bystander in a pizza shop. But there's nothing innocent about Allie Morales. She proves that her first day of her new job in my office after being hired by my mother. So maybe her colorful, annoying, inexplicably alluring personality brightens up the magazine's office that has felt like a prison for the past year. Maybe I like that she argues with me in front of the editorial staff. And maybe my after-hour fantasies are haunted by those brown eyes and that sharp tongue. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be the next Rousseau man, take advantage of his position. I might be a second-generation asshole, but I'm not my father. She works herself to death at half a dozen dead-end jobs. For some secret reason, she doesn't feel like sharing with me. I'm going to fix it all. Don't accuse me of caring. She's nothing more than a puzzle to be solved. If I can get her to quit, I can finally peel away all those layers. Then I can go back to salvaging the family name and forgetting all about the dancing, beer-slinging brunette, Allie. Ha, hold my beer, grumpy grump face. Grumpy grump face, I love that. And then Swoon, this says, growing up, I knew my older brother's best friend thought of me as Logan's kid sister. For me, though, our next-door neighbor, Colin, felt like anything but a sibling. Whenever I spied on him through my bedroom window as he banged away, shirtless, on his drum kit, I felt sensations inside me I never felt for my actual brother. But when we moved away, Colin's band took off like a rocket. I knew my fantasies would never become a reality. Fast forward 9 years to my brother's wedding when I saw Colin again and we shared a secret. Drunken kiss that rocked my world. The next morning, Colin blamed the alcohol. Said we should pretend the kiss, and my unfortunate text afterward never happened. Now that I'm heading to LA to work for Colin and crash at his place, though, all bets are off. I'm determined to make Colin swoon for me, the same way I've always done for him. Because no matter what he insists, Colin's body during our kiss and the shocking things he whispered into my ear afterwards made it clear he doesn't really think of me as his little sister any more than I do. Ooh, okay. That's what the stenciled edges look like. And this is the one on this one. Very pretty. I don't know which one I think I would like more. Maybe the swoon one, because I do like a good taboo romance. I do a good brother's best friend romance. So anyways, I'm looking forward to both of those. I might kick myself into gear and get some reorganization done today, but we'll see. I don't know. But I will talk to you when I have something exciting to tell you. I think I'm going to start Gild next, so I will give you an update on that when I have it. Alright, I'm just about to give you guys an update so I can head off to bed, but I have definitely a few more shelves done. So I started with my YA fantasies up here. Actually, all of this is YA fantasy. And this is like books that I have, the first book in a series, but I don't own anymore, and or the first books have not been published. So first books in a series, first books in a series, first books in a series. That's all of that. There are more books in the series. I either don't own them or they have not been released. Then we have duologies that I have either read or not read, but these are the duologies. These are just pretty stenciled edges. I have my TJ Klune, Katie Wismer, and Sarah J. Maas shelf. And then this is trilogies mostly. So a few trilogies here. This is books that I have more books in the series, and I still need to buy some more to complete them. So these are not finished series just yet. Same thing with this little shelf here. It's just my Wayward Children series because they didn't really fit anywhere else. And I'm giving myself some space. If I want to buy books, then I can put them on this shelf. This one is like a rollover of some trilogies here, and then just books that have more books in a series that are either completed. I have all of them, or I have... Actually, no, these are all completed. I think the only one I don't own is Winter something from that series. And then down here, we have standalone fantasies. So these two shelves are standalone fantasies with a little bit more room to grow. So, you know what? Not too bad. It's getting there. I still have all of these. So I'm thinking these two shelves will be adult fantasy, and those two shelves at the bottom will be adult fantasy. And then I will put on these 6 shelves middle grades, thrillers, and we'll see what else I can fit. And then I'm hoping on these 2 shelves to put adult romances and YA contemporaries. We'll see how that pans out. I'm hoping it all works out, and I think I'm gonna put my graphic novels and manga up at the top. Oh, and then up here we have adult contemporary, some speculative fiction, my 3 historical fictions that I own, and then this is nonfiction and memoirs, and then poetry, a few classics, and then all of my mass market paperbacks are up there as well. So we're getting there. Cross my fingers that I finish this sometime soon, but we'll see. Hello friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you an update on my reading. I told you I finished Priest yesterday. I moved on to Gild by Raven Kennedy. I'm currently on page 190. And I don't know, I'm not in love with this story, but I'm not liking it either. I'm just kind of indifferent. But what I've heard about the series is that the first book is kind of meh, and then everything else gets better from there. So I'm trying to hold off judgment until I read more books in the series. But so far it's interesting. This follows a woman named, I actually don't remember her name. I have no idea. But she is golden touched by Midas, so she's literally all gold, and everywhere that she lives is gold. It is literally a King Midas retelling, so he has gold touch, and so he's able to, you know, turn things that he touches to gold. Usually it's solid gold, but for her, she is not solid gold. She's a real person. She's just gold touched, and he, like, it's like, she's like his favorite person. She's called the Favored. And she has a really interesting relationship with him. He's kind of, so far what you see of him, he's more like a cruel prince. You see little snippets and little things that show that he has a little bit more depth to his relationship with this woman than most people realize or know, but he is definitely a cruel prince. And yeah, it's just their relationship and her meanderings around the castle, and it's definitely interesting. It has a weird pace, I feel like, but it's not bad. It's just not amazing either. So I will read it and hopefully finish it up relatively soon. I got some books back from my grandma. I let her borrow a few books. She never actually got around to reading them, but I did let her borrow them, but I need them back since I'm reorganizing the bookshelves. So Hate is coming back into my possession, which is good because I missed it. I have Neon Gods, Desperate Measures, and what is this? Razor Blade Tears, which I have the dust jacket over there somewhere. And then we have an Owlcrate unboxing, Owlcrate Junior unboxing. This box just feels really small. I don't really know why it feels so small, but it feels puny. So let's see what we got inside. This month's theme is Mystical Beasts, and it's the August theme for this month. We have another one of those little pot holders, which I like because I definitely use them quite a bit. And we have a treasure chest that says, a box without hinges, key or lid, but golden treasures inside is hid. Cute. It's just like a little tin box that I can put some stuff in. I'm sure it'll come in use. We have a pen. Cute. I think it's a blue pen, actually. It's really cute. I love the little person on top of there, the little animal thing. I don't know what it is, but it's cute, and I like it. So you can never go wrong with the pen. We have this here, something or other. I think you're supposed to make it, but I'm not going to open it because I'm going to give it to my siblings. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. Then we have what looks to be a sticker. This Fable Haven inspired puffy golem sticker will keep watch on any surface you place it on. So yeah, it's just a sticker. It's cute. And then we have the book. It's a thin baby of a book this time. And the theme for next month. The theme for next month is Map It Out. And the book is Furnace and Matte. Looks like it's going to have a dog companion, which I am always in the mood for. So we do have a signed book plate here. We have a little collector's card. This is Furnace and Matte. And Mott. Oh, I'm sorry, Mott. And we have a letter from the author. This is what the cover looks like. The back. Nothing really too special on the inside, but it does have under the cover dust jacket art, which is super exciting for Owlcrate Jr. We love that. I love the art on here too. Really cute. Let's see what this book is about. Mott knows how important it is to keep a promise. So when she finds a puppy abandoned in a recycling bin and promises to keep him safe, she's ready to do everything she can to protect him. But this is no ordinary puppy. He's a legendary wolf named Fenris, who's prophesized to bring about the end of the world by eating the moon. Now Mott has to make sure the hungry pup who's busy munching on lampposts, cars, and water towers doesn't see all of California as an appetizer, also while hiding him from the Norse gods who are determined to see the prophecy come true. Mott vows to protect Fenris rescue him from his destiny, and prevent the world from ending. Will she be able to keep a promise, or has she bitten off more than she can chew? This one sounds really cute. It's very, very short. It is only 195 pages with big middle grade writing. So we'll see how quickly, that should be a quick read, how quickly I get through it, but we'll see. I'm going to put all this stuff away. I'm going to try to get some more organizing done before I head to bed tonight, and I will talk to you guys when I have a fun update. I forgot the spoiler card, so I just wanted to get this really quick. Hobbit-inspired Smog Tin Chest, the Arusha-inspired Bowl Cozy, Frost Hut-inspired Felt Creature Craft Kit, Fable Haven-inspired Puppy Golem Sticker, and a Flower Creature Gel Pen, not inspired by anything. That's all. Let's get to this organizing shit, because I feel like I've been doing this forever.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt.
Alright, y'all, I have done it. It is officially done. Well, all the books are on the shelves in the right spots for the time being. I still have to put all my trinkets out where I want them, but the books are on the shelf, which is the most important part. And I have a very, very, very large unhaul. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this vlog just to get it over with, or if I'm going to film a whole separate video for it, but we'll see. But I want to show you through the shelves, a little mini bookshelf tour, because I'll do another one at the end of the year. But oh my gosh, it's done. So I'll start over here, up top here. I have all my graphic novels and manga. Then I have my fantasy romance books here. I have my self-published romances and dark romances here. Same thing with this shelf here. Dark romances, self-published romances. I have an entire shelf just saved away for more romances when I know I will inevitably, that's a hard word to say. Inevitably, you know what I'm trying to say. When I buy more, that's where they'll go. Then I have a little rainbow shelf of standalone books, or the first books in a series of just regular contemporary romances, traditionally published romances. Then over here I have more traditionally published, but these are all books in series and or books that are by the same author. So we have Casey McQuiston, Colleen Hoover, Helen Huang, Emily Henry, Lisa K. Adams, Talia Hibbert, and Jojo Moyes. And then down here we have contemporaries that are less romantic and more just YA contemporaries. These ones are YA contemporaries with more romance heavy plots. And then down here we have adult thrillers and YA thrillers. So that's this entire shelf. I have a little stack of unhauls here. My big stack of unhauls is there, don't worry. There's a lot of them. And then I showed off most of this yesterday, but the shelves that I just put in today are these ones down here. So this is my adult fantasy that are trilogies that I have all 3 books in the series, and or books that I have 2 books of the books in the series. So Way of Kings, the Farseer trilogy, and then the Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Here we have fantasy books that are first in a series. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. Fantasy books that are first in a series. More down here that are first in a series. And these ones are also some of my standalones. So I have a few standalones here. First books in a series and first books in a series. Then we have the 2 middle grade shelves. So these ones are some standalones, some books that are first books in a series, or I own some of the books in the series. Completed series as of right now, ones that I own as of right now, and then these ones are all standalones or first book in a series, and then the sci-fi shelf. I have a few more sci-fis over there that you cannot see, but that's everything. I'm out of breath. Oh my god, help. So I still have to put the trinkets out and move everything back. So right now it's currently a mess. I'm out of breath. I'm struggling, but I did it. I finished it. It took me a long while, but I got it done, and I think I'm happy with it. I love that I have so much wiggle room. I have 1, 2, 3 fully empty shelves, 2 basically empty shelves over here, and then 2 empty shelves over here. And then the top of that shelf is pretty much empty. It's just graphic novels. So I have a lot of room to grow. I was really worried when I started putting things on the shelf. I'm like, this is frustrating because I took all these books off, and before I had all this extra space. And then I did an unhaul, and I still didn't have enough space. But it was just that the books looked like more than it was, and sometimes I think I forget how many books can actually fit on a shelf. So once they actually all got on the shelf, I realized how much space I have. Like, I have so much room to grow my library, which is so exciting. But also, I have so many books I still need to read. So yeah, I actually got rid of a ton of books that I have read, and so that brings my books that are read on my shelves down significantly. So yeah, I made progress. I'm happy with it for now. I'll probably do some tweaking as the time comes. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if I should make any changes, things you saw that you think I should change, or if something is in the wrong spot, or let me know down in the comments if you guys are watching this. But it's late now. 10 o'clock. My husband's downstairs sleeping. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
Good morning, friends. I hope that you're doing well. Don't mind all of it. I just got up and went to the donut store because I was craving donuts. So that's what I got. I also made myself some coffee because donuts and coffee go good together. I try not to drink too much coffee during this pregnancy, but this baby has decided that waking me up at 6:30 and 7:30 every day, no matter the day, is his new favorite thing. So coffee it is. But I just wanted to give you an update. I don't have my books with me because they're upstairs and I don't feel like going upstairs at the moment, but I did finish Gild yesterday by Raven Kennedy, and I enjoyed it. I think that I was expecting more from the first book in the series because I've heard so much about it. Like, literally everybody is ranting and raving, but like I told you before, I was trying to hold out judgment because I heard that the series gets so much better as we continue. So I was trying to give it some leeway, give it some time to, get better. And I will definitely say that by the end of the book, I enjoyed it more than the beginning, because at the beginning, I really didn't enjoy the main character as a whole. She was very annoying, very privileged, very jaded in how the world works, and that really irritated me. By the end, she got a little bit more of a backbone. She was starting to be a little bit of a stronger female character. I like a good, strong female lead. I don't really like female leads that will, roll over and just let anything happen to them. I don't appreciate that in a book. So I was glad that by the end she was getting a little bit more oomph to her step, but I still didn't end up loving it. And there's literally no romance in this book, in the first one, and I went in thinking this was going to be like a hardcore fantasy romance. So that was a little bit disappointing as well. I liked some of the side characters. There was one particular character that bit the bullet that really hurt me. But other than that, I didn't fall in love with anybody in any capacity. So I'm interested to see if I will enjoy the second book more. I probably will read on to the second book, and then if I don't love it, then I will stop reading the series. But so far, I enjoyed it. I will definitely continue on. It was worthwhile. And then I decided to change my rating for The Never King. I don't know if I read that during this week, but if you were at all curious, I originally rated it a 4-star, and I'm going to drop it down to a 3.5. So, yeah. Anyways, and then I also started The Kingdom of the Wicked by Karen Maniscalco, and I'm only 4 chapters in, but I'm really enjoying it. The audiobook is done really well. There's creepy background noises and music to bookend the chapters, and the very beginning of the audiobook is so creepy and eerie. So this definitely gives me like fall vibes, which we're not quite in fall yet. It's still hot as hell here in August. So it's kind of like a little bit out of season, but I'm still really enjoying it. I haven't really got to the meat and potatoes of the book just yet, but I like the writing and I'm liking the setting and it's interesting so far. So we'll see. I don't really have any plans this weekend other than relax, read, finish up the book room, just put out the trinkets and stuff. Because I would like to be able to actually sit in there properly. And then I'm going to decide if I actually want to do an unhaul or if I'm going to just include it in this vlog. So, I don't know. I'm tired. My body is exhausted. My back has been hurting a lot these last couple of days, so I'm just trying to take it easy. So we'll see how much I actually get done this weekend, but I just wanted to check in with you since I didn't talk to you yesterday. And I will check in with you again when I have something fun or exciting to share with you.
All your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life?
Hello friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you my final update for this vlog and close it out. I didn't do too much more reading since the last time I talked to you, honestly, because over the weekend I just was not in a reading mood. I was very tired. I was very like overly exhausted in ways that I wasn't really expecting, so unfortunately I didn't get a lot of reading done, but I just wanted to come on here and close everything out. So the book that I started with this week was The Night Swim by Megan Golden, and I really enjoyed this one. I gave it a 4.5 stars. I thought it was really well done. I liked the conversations in here. I really liked the 2 mysteries that were happening. I felt like the book was very engaging. I liked the writing style. The audiobook was fantastic, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a really fast-paced mystery. I thought it was really good. And then I also read Priest by Sierra Simone. This is not my favorite dark smutty read that I've ever read. It's probably the smuttiest book I've ever read, but it's not my favorite. It just could have used a little bit more character development and plot. But if you're looking for a spice heavy porn no plot type of romance that has to do with defiling a church, then I think that you will highly enjoy it. I highly recommend it for that, but it's not my favorite read that I've read all month for sure. And Priest I gave a 3.5, I think. And then next I read Gild by Raven Kennedy. I gave this one also a 3.5. I think I was expecting a lot more from this book than what I got, so I was a little bit disappointed by what I was given. However, I've heard that the second book is so much better, so I'm holding out hope this is going to get better as the series goes on. I was listening to Becca talk about this book series, and she said that, like, if you were going in expecting one thing and got the other, then like that's what the book is like built on. And so and that she, like, a lot of people had said that they were going in expecting one thing and the book supplies you with something totally different. So I think I was going with the wrong expectations. So hopefully the second book is much better. I love these covers, so I really don't want to have to get rid of them, but I'm excited that I read it. Excited to start a new series. Hopefully I can finish it soon because they are fast-paced reads, so we'll see. And then lastly, the last book that I've been working on is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't exactly know how far I am into this series, into this book right now, because I did read more when I was on my way home from work, but the last time I checked in I was on page 237. I think I'm about 70% of the way through the book now, and I'm really enjoying this. I wouldn't say it's going to be a new favorite, but it's engaging. I am intrigued. I like the romance that's happening in here. It's very slow burn romance. You're slowly getting little bits and pieces of the 2 characters interacting in a way that makes it feel very angsty and like I'm questioning everything and waiting for things to happen, which is very fun, but it's also like kind of creepy and dark and mysterious, which is great. Overall, I'm just really enjoying it. I don't really know about the setting or how accurate it is to, you know, everyday life and how things are actually in Italy, because that's a big part of the plot, and I've heard that that's not extremely accurate, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm trying not to read too much into it. I'm just trying to have a fun time. And I definitely think that if this book continues the way it is, I will continue on with the series because it is enjoyable, it is fun. Not a new favorite by any means, but fun nonetheless. So these are the 4 books that I worked on this week. I still have quite a few books left on my TBR that I do want to get through, so hopefully I can, you know, finish Kingdom of the Wicked relatively soon and get on to the rest of those so I can actually finish my TBR. If I do, it'll be a great feat because coming out of a reading slump and reading 18 books, that would be like, that would be amazing. I'd be so proud of myself. But if I don't, not a big deal either. I think I've read now 13 books this month. I'll take it. It's a win for me. But let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these. Also, let me know how you're doing on your TBR so far this month. We're almost at the end of August, which is crazy. I feel like this month has gone by so fast. So let's hope that you're all doing well and reading everything that you want. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Thanks, baby. Turn it down.